Hello, and hello, my friends, and welcome to another Humble Bundle. It's a new month, so that means a new bundle. And also, I'm going to try something a little different and speak softly for this video instead of whispering, just to try something a little bit new and a little bit different. I know some people are more fans of soft-spoken and some more of whispering. And when I did some self-reflection, I realized I almost only listen to these soft-spoken creators, so I thought I'd give it a try. Definitely let me know what you think is more relaxing. Anyways, it is the March 2022 Humble Bundle. And if you are unfamiliar with this concept, you can pay a monthly fee around $12 or so to get a collection of games each month. But every month you have the ability to pause if you so choose. Maybe you don't like the games, maybe you already have them, for whatever reason. So, each month, when the new list of games is released, I go through each game one by one and see if it's something that I'd be interested in. And at the end, rate this bundle as a whole and sort of decide if it's worth my $12. And I have a lot of Steam games currently. It's like whatever number you're thinking of, I'd probably say double that. But so it really has to be games that I think I'd actively play, and not just ones I might play, because I have so many games on backlog that games that I might play will, honestly, if I'm being real to myself, probably will not get played. So, I'm going to go through each of these, stick around, and you'll see my recommendation. This time there are 8 games on offer, those games being Desperados III, Mass Effect Legendary Edition, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, The Dark Pictures Anthology Man of Medan, Red Solstice 2 Survivors, Nebuchadnezzar, Police Stories, and Evans Remains. Typically, there's a couple of headliners. Clearly, it's Desperados 3 and Mass Effect Legendary Edition on Origin, keep in mind. A couple of games that most people have heard of, and then it kind of gets into some indie games that you may or may not know about. But sometimes there's definitely hidden gems, which is what I'm trying to figure out. But the first game is Desperados 3. Desperados 3 is a story-driven, hardcore tactical stealth game set in a ruthless, Wild West scenario. Play smart if you want to succeed. A good plan can make the difference between survival and finding yourself at the business end of a pistol. Okay, it has really good reviews, 96, 98% for a overwhelming positive. Came out in 2020. Okay, so it's like it's real time. I guess you're just kind of sneaking around. I see like stealth cones everywhere. So it's all these different people. You can like so there's like cones of vision, whether they see you, whether they're searching for you, and I guess you're able to hide in certain areas. That's a really good review. Good map design, character synergies. 25 hours to completion. That's pretty good. Story-driven, hardcore tactical stealth game. I like that. So there's like little sound. Everything makes a sound and can alert others in the area. So the good plans, you can like snipe someone from far away. You plan for it. Oh, okay, so you kind of make the plans in advance. Looks like you can pause, make your decisions. Drifter, gunslinger, and natural leader, Cooper can kill quietly with a knife or take out multiple foes with his revolvers. Strongman Hector carries a giant bear trap and can slay the toughest opponents with his trusty axe. Cold-blooded bounty hunter McCoy likes to be methodical, using lures, knockout gas, poison syringes, and a custom long-range pistol. Kate can fool any man with the right outfit and kills discreetly with her hidden gun. And then there's this mysterious woman from New Orleans, Isabel. So you have like different attacks, different modes. Okay. A masterpiece, beautiful scenarios. It's like Shadow Tactics. I have not played Shadow Tactics. Quick saves your soul away. Okay. So it has like multiple save slots. It says that it's slow-paced strategy game. Pour some tea, take some time. Oh, wow, a lot of... No game is better at being a game than Desperados. Good voice acting and cutscenes. Absolutely stellar. So it's really slow, but it sounds like it's at the same time very difficult. Probably like, an instant kill or something. Oh yeah, like it's all 5 characters, like killing there, that person killing that person. I don't typically play these real-time strategy type games, but when something says that it is a great story, ooh, that gets me invested. I guess, how many times do you die on each scenario over and over again? That sounds kind of... I don't want it to be too hard and just dying all the time. So you're like tying people up, you're making noises, dropping them around, dropping a rock on someone. Oh my goodness. Sneaking around, dropping a rock. Okay, more rocks. Gunslinger. You can target like 3 people. Boom, boom, boom. That's not bad. Kind of reminds me of oh, I'm trying to. I thought there's a certain game that I'm thinking of where you kind of plan everything out in advance and watch it unfold. I feel like I don't quite remember. But anyways, despite this not being a type of game that I usually play, I'd give it a shot. Great reviews. Definitely a thumbs up. The next game on the list is Mass Effect Legendary Edition. The Mass Effect Legendary Edition includes single-player based content and over 40 DLC from the highly acclaimed Mass Effect, Mass Effect 2, and Mass Effect 3 games, including promo weapons, armors, and packs, remastered and optimized for 4K Ultra HD. 93% reviews. But you may notice this big bar right here that says Mass Effect Legendary Edition is already in your Steam library. Yeah, I already own this game, which is a bad thing for the bundle. But man, Mass Effect is my... I'm just trying to make sure this is true. I think Mass Effect is my favorite video game series of all time. I'm trying to think, like, for a series-wise, I mean, like, The Witcher 3 is good, but the first two, you know, Red Dead Redemption had really good moments, but I don't know, it's the two in the series. What else is good series that I've played? Tony Hawk Pro Skater. No, wait. No, it's so old. I don't know why I thought of that one when I was thinking of series. God of War. The latest God of War is really good, but I mean, all the God of Wars are good, but wow, the new God of War may be a singular better game. I love the Mass Effect games. I played them all. Originally, when they came out, I played all 3 games, and I loved them. Loved them. And then when the Mass Effect Legendary Edition came out, almost a year ago, it came out in 2021. Goodness gracious, this is so recent. I'm so surprised it's on here. I just bought it. My favorite game series of all time, remastered. Yeah, this is 3 games, and each game is huge. Look, I have 170 hours on record. Oh, just the storytelling, story-rich, pretty light RPG. Choices matter. Like, what? This game represents everything that I like most in a video game, for the most part. I love great stories. I love great characters. You know, gameplay's good, but I want a great story. I want to care and feel about the characters, which I absolutely did. You connect with them, you talk to them, you learn their stories, their backgrounds, their motivations. Characters, you know, across all 3 games. Like my man Garrus here. This dude is the most badass bro character in any, you know, okay, in any game. This dude's awesome. I love Garrus. He's so cool. Morden. Love Morden. I'm a, I always ship Liara and Commander Shepard. I love Liara. Oh, the character, like, at the end of the third game, but at the end of it, you just, I mean, it's not spoilers, but just like, you know that feeling when you finish a great video game or maybe a book or maybe a TV series, and there's just that feeling of like emptiness in your heart that you're like, I spent 170 hours with these amazing characters and it's done. What's next? What could fill this void in your heart, in your soul? It's rare for something to hit me like that. But Mass Effect did. I love this game so much. But I already own it. So that's an automatic thumbs down. I'm sorry, but it just is. Because buying it in the bundle has no value for me. The game itself, 2 thumbs up, 3 thumbs up. But I already own it. Who wants this game? It's just so good. A spacefaring, just a spacefaring adventure. The stories, the characters. I think, Mass Effect 1 is a little bit dated, even with the updates. Mass Effect 2 is largely considered just one of the best games of all time. And Mass Effect 3, people rag on the ending often, and they're like, oh, all these choices, you just can't boil down. But it's like, I still really enjoyed it. And people that like dislike a game because the last 30 minutes weren't what they expected, I'm like, yeah, but the last 30 hours were amazing. I still enjoy it very, very much. And it just came out just not too long ago. $60. This is such a great deal. Such a great deal. It's so good. It's so much content. The characters, oh my goodness, when it first came out, I never played all the DLC either because, I don't know, it was a long time ago, and you don't really get to buy DLC when you're a kid. It's like, you or your parents like bought the game for you or something, begging your parents to go into GameStop for you, and then like, you couldn't just buy DLC. There wasn't a lot of DLC, and it's like on like the weird Xbox marketplace or something. Anyways, whatever. The point I'm trying to make is I love Mass Effect Legendary Edition. I love Mass Effect. This is so much really good content. The game gets a thumbs up. Well, the game itself gets a thumbs up, but for the bundle, I already own it, and therefore it gets a thumbs down. I'm just reliving my memories of playing it last summer. Spent 170 hours, a couple of months, I think last summer. Good times with this game. And I made a beautiful series of videos just looking at or taking in the sights and sounds of multiple areas around the Mass Effect games. Whenever I came across just something too beautiful, I had to record it. I recommend checking those out as well. Anyways, the next game is Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. Brawl it out with your Nickelodeon favorites in epic platform battles. Okay, so something clearly, it's like taking on the Super Smash Bros. Sort of fighting style, ultimate moves. 60 to 83. I wonder why the recent reviews aren't great. SpongeBob, Sandy, Reptar. I don't know who this bread head person is. What is this? I don't know. Oh, it looks like bread. Nigel Thornberry. I know this dude's from the Loud House, but that's after my time. Danny Phantom. Oh my goodness, what's Helga? Helga from Hey Arnold, right? Yeah. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I forget which one. Let's see if I can. Can I look at the picture of them? I'm trying to see. Whoa. Okay, hold on. Nope. All right, we got SpongeBob, Aang, dude from Loud House, Cat and Dog from Cat Dog, Danny Phantom, 2 of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Isn't that April O'Neil from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Ren and Stimpy, Katara, from the Avatar, Legend of Korra, Toph, oh my gosh, the droid. Isn't this from, oh, what is that? No, not Real Monsters. Oh my goodness. Like the little alien dude. The little green alien dude. Oh my goodness, what is that called? I'm blanking. I don't know what this girl dressed in black is. Don't know what this breadhead dude, Patrick, Cat Dog. Oh wait, oh there it is. Zim, Invader Zim. Actually seeing Invader Zim. Made me recognize Sandy Cheeks, Nigel Thornberry. This dude's from Real Monsters. I don't know the name of this black and white skinny fella. Helga, Hey Arnold. I love Nigel Thornberry. I can't softly speak and do an ASMR of his, like, I don't know what you'd even call it. The sound that he makes. I'm like trying to try it, but I keep laughing just thinking about how it might sound in ASMR. I love Nigel Thornberry. He's so funny. It's so stupid. That sounded so bad, I'm sure. But anyways, okay, enough about that. So it's a fighting game, 2D online multiplayer fighting game. I've honestly, I've probably only played maybe a couple hours in my life of like Super Smash Bros. Maybe a couple hours in my life of like Mortal Kombat. I'm not big on 2D fighter games. I just smash the triggers or the buttons. People that actually know the moves would destroy me. Yeah, it's I mean, it's just nostalgia, like the characters, but I bet it's better implemented in both free play and online. Never showed up. Gameplay is choppy. Good $10 to $20 game. Feels like fan made. Oh, there's no voice actors. It's not worth more than $20. Gameplay is good, multiplayer is fun. So it's just okay. So it seems like it's maybe a more childish. I mean, I guess the whole point would be to like play as your favorite cartoon character, but in the end, I'm giving this a thumbs down. I don't really like fighter games very much. It looks kind of silly, and not in like a good way. If I ever played it, I'd probably get my Yeah, I don't really play online, so I'd probably get destroyed if I did play online, or just be versus bots, which isn't very fun. Yeah, definitely. Nigel Thornberry, smash. Ice cream cone dive. Oh, that's a pretty cool reference. The ice cream cone dive, Patrick, from the Olympic um, episode. But yeah, no, it's a thumbs down. I would never actually play this game. Yeah, unfortunately, it's kind of cool. Good nostalgia, but I think once that wears off, you're kind of left with a game that isn't as polished or worth it compared to like Super Smash Bros. The next game is the Dark Pictures Anthology, Man of Medan. And I've seen this before, or I've seen the Dark Pictures Anthology, and it actually does describe it here. The Dark Pictures Anthology is a series of stand-alone branching cinematic horror games that can also be played online with a friend. That's interesting. Oh my goodness, that screenshot is scary as heck. Don't look at the screen. Stop. Don't look at the screen. If you're trying to sleep right now, don't look at it. No, what are you, I'm telling you, don't look at it. If you stop, your eyes are closed, stop grabbing your phone and turning on the screen. You're going to keep yourself up. Yeah, see, why'd you do that? Okay, no, I'm switching off of that because, oh my gosh, that was spooky. Let me see, a 72 to 73%. That's not as good as I would like. It is on my wish list though. So it's a game I've already previously wishlisted. So that is a plus, but you might be able to see here I have wishlisted nearly 500 games on Steam. Basically, if I see any game that looks any interesting at all, I just add it to my wish list so I can maybe find it for later. It helps me in situations like this too. You know, when I'm looking at a Humble Bundle, for example, and it reminds me that I've already looked at a game before and it looked interesting to me. So that I've looked at this before and it sounds like I liked it. So it looks like there's a couple. There's the Man of Medan, Little Hope, and House of Ashes so far. I like the cinematic part. I'm not a huge horror fan. Maybe I'm a scared little baby. I don't know. Maybe I don't play games to get scared very much because it's stressful, and that is the opposite reason of why I play video games. But if there's like a cinematic aspect of it, I think it could be really done. It's just like a movie. Like I really enjoyed. Who made what was that game? Until Dawn? Was that a PS5 exclusive game? Until Dawn, I think it is, or a PlayStation exclusive. Yeah. Oh, it was by the same developer. Supermassive Games. Oh, an interactive drama horror video game where it was almost like a movie, but you know, you made choices. But it was almost like an interactive movie, which I think makes it a little less scary. Because it's like you're watching a movie. I think the scarier ones are like, I don't know, Amnesia, or like, well, I don't know, a lot of the jump scare games, like where they're like following you or something. like the whole game, it's like there's something there. Like those are the scary ones. But I think it can be done really, really well, and the choices matter. More cinematic game. What are the reviews here? So you can play on playing online sounds like fun. Play up to 5 players. What the? That's so many. Story is good. It was different because different choices playing solo than you did with a friend. Terrifying. Playing shared story than it was solo. Huh. Little Hope is much better. Lack of depth. Honestly, boring. Good storyline, kind of like a movie. Compared to like The Walking Dead and The Bunker, A Way Out. And certain, if you like played any of them, you will know what this is about. Good story, game is ran on you. You decide the outcomes. QuickTime event-based walking simulator. I honestly, that's I like walking simulators. QuickTime events that can be totally fine as part of the story. They made very good Until Dawn. Solid, thoughtful, original twist, cool B-movie vibe. So it's like that, but smaller. Added some ingredients. It's not as good as Until Dawn. Want to enjoy a story? You watch a scene, then bam, click that button. Hurry, click, and die. Much better experience to watch than to play. Huge fan of Until Dawn. I was excited for the game, but was let down. Little Hope is significantly better. People, it looks like it's about 5 or 6 hours long. Let's see, Little Hope, for example. Wait, 61, 72. Little Hope has worse reviews for some reason. 72, 73 are very similar. House of Ashes has, 86, 89. That's interesting. I think I would give this one a thumbs up. I think it's something that I would definitely play. That it's I think the cinematic aspect of it, like I liked Until Dawn. I guess I might be a little disappointed, but I think it could be a fun co-op experience. I like the more cinematic. If it's going to be a horror game, I want it to be a cinematic experience as opposed to like, I don't know, like Outlast or something. It just seems so scary. Okay, the next game is Red Solstice 2 Survivors. Now I think this is probably when we're getting into the more indie unknown games, because we've definitely blown past all the ones that I know about. Red Solstice 2, sequel to the bestseller The Red Solstice. Plan your strategy and infiltrate a real-time tactical battlefield alone or with up to 7 squad members. Can you demonstrate the combat prowess to survive and secure a future for humanity? Another real-time strategy, and it says sequel to the bestseller The Red Solstice. The original. Oh wait, I own The Red Solstice. What the heck? How do I even get this? Purchased 2018. I must have got it from a Humble Bundle or something. What the heck? I don't even remember getting it. Or it looks like, oh no, it was free. It was free on the Humble store. That's why. Yes, the best-selling game with 807 total reviews. Yes. I know that sounds accurate. Okay. It has a 69 to 71%. Yucks. Okay, so top down, I mean, I guess you sort of plan out You're fighting some aliens. Just looks like it's just different aliens. What's the story here? The story is it's the year 117 after Earth, AE, I guess, and you have a very important mission. You were awakened to lead the Cell, a secret task force that was assembled to counter the threat of the Stroll mutant invasion. Take command of your squad to fight the mutants and find a cure to the virus that threatens to end mankind. Okay, mutant invasion. Got it. Okay. See some of the reviews. Boring, arcadey, outdated. Amazing game. Blinked in 8 hours pass. Be prepared to lose and learn. Oh, wait, it's matches? 1 to 2 hour long matches? Is this single player? Tediously clicking on hordes of endless monsters that are more annoying to fun. No inventory manage. No manual save. Must play an entire mission in one playthrough of 1 to 2 hours. This game looks horrible, buggy, complicated UI. People say single player support. I don't want a single player support. Is this a multiplayer game? I'm trying. Is this primarily a multiplayer game or a online game? So single player or co-op. But I have a feeling that co-op wouldn't, or I mean, single player wouldn't be very fun. Sounds like it'd be just between your better playing like with your friends, which I don't think people would really buy this and play this with me. This game came out June 2021. The graphics do look kind of janky from here. I don't know. This really just doesn't seem like my cup of coffee, cup of tea. Fun game to play. Good co-op coordination. I think without co-op, I don't think I'd like to play this. It's a grind fest. Long time to level up. Can't get team wiped easily. This is a definite, a very, very easy thumbs down for me. It just honestly doesn't look interesting, and the gameplay doesn't look interesting to me. Maybe if I had a squad of like 8 friends, I guess like that's kind of cool. They put down some like support thing that's like I'm healing them maybe. Maybe if you're playing with a full squad, but I play the vast majority of my games solo, so I don't think this will be fun for me. Thumbs down. The next game is Nebuchadnezzar. Nebuchadnezzar is a classic isometric city builder game inviting players to experience the mysterious history and culture of ancient Mesopotamia. In the campaign, players get to rule over influential historical cities filled with magnificent monuments. 80 to 88%. Wow, it's just such a vast scale. My goodness. It looks so complex. Also came out in 2021. Man. Uh-oh, big fire. City builder, sandbox, building economy. An RTS. What? Real-time strategy again. Oversee manufacturing of different agriculture and goods, solve problems, prevent population loss. Nebuchadnezzar, who was that guy again? He was like the ruler, king of the Neo-Babylonian Empire. I know his name, obviously, because it's a pretty sweet name. Let me see. Players will not only build complex ancient monuments, but design them. An in-game monument editor. Complete control over their buildings. Oh, that's pretty cool. The campaign contains more than a dozen historical missions covering the colonization of ancient lands to the conquest of Babylon by Persians. Okay. I'm not like a huge history buff. Like, I don't know the history, I suppose. I don't know, like, I'm not like, oh, it's always been my dream to rule Mesopotamian cities. This is perfect. You will suffer a Bronze Age system collapse on every man. So a hardcore sitting building puzzle game that'll make you rip your hair out in frustration, not for the faint of heart. That doesn't sound great. I admire the energy they put into shaping this game as an attempt to make a great city building title. Some mechanics are far behind. Hard time catching up for a genre. Not as good as like Anno. Fan of the OG Sierra games. That's not to me. Map alone restrictions, small obstacles. UI needs to be better. Easy to bankrupt. This is all a bunch of negatives, but they gave it a thumbs up. Some people are liking it. They're saying it's like the next level of impression game city builders. Pharaoh, Caesar II, Emperor, Rise of the Middle Kingdom. Awesome trip down memory. So it feels like an old type of game. I never played these games, and honestly, I'm not huge on city builder type games. I know. I feel like after a while it's just like stressful. And the needs of you know, everyone needs something, your attention's over here. I mean, I guess it's like running a real city, but I think it became more just like a chore, like management, than like having a ton of fun. Like, I like Civilization. I had like one of the Sims games, Sim City, like 2000 or something crazy like that. I remember what I would do as a child was I would go to like the pre-made biggest city map and like just click the button that causes natural disasters and watch just like acid rain or like a meteor come down or something and just like destroy the city. And I would try to see like which building would be the last surviving building. So that's how I usually played city builders. I feel like when I get like the mood to play one, I try it, and then it just starts getting overly complex, and you know, I have a limited amount of playtime these days, and it's just like, I don't know, it just gets too much. So with all my other games that I have, I'm not gonna play Nebuchadnezzar. I feel like I'm not pronouncing the D. Nebuchadnezzar. Anyways, that's a thumbs down. Yeah, I'm just not gonna play that game. The next game, the penultimate game, is Police Stories. A fresh take on the top-down shooters with the emphasis on tactics that forces you to make split-second decisions, neutralize criminals, rescue civilians, and defuse bombs in the single-player mode or co-op. And remember, shooting first is not an option. 86 to 91%. That's pretty good. Came out in 2019. Okay, so it seems like it reminds me a lot of Hotline Miami, which was a great game. If they just act really quickly. What was that? It's like, and you know, it's probably like an instant death, and you just probably like. This game is marked. One of the tags is villain protagonist as you play as the cops. You probably have to make split-second decisions, like you're facing gangs, and it's like, are they a good guy? Are they a bad guy? Are they a civilian? Should you kill them? You know, what should you do? It's like a first-person SWAT. Well, not for this is looks and plays like Hotline Miami, but it's more in common with the slower, more tactical first-person SWAT series. Despite only being 2 levels, I enjoyed how it feels. One wrong move blows an entire mission. Okay, so you kind of have to like act. You can like shoot around people. You have to kind of go around the different corners, asking for codes. Inspired by SWAT 4 and gritty police TV. Okay. Surrender system, issue commands. Randomly place criminals, hostages, and evidence. Make each level unique. Okay. Complex tactical gameplay co-op. Okay. Play stories 2. Bit of a love-hate. Playing with a friend in the 80s inspired buddy cop. I spent a lot of time replaying levels again and again to get enough points to progress the story. I don't really want to replay the levels again and again. It's better with the gamepad. Don't play optimally if you want difficulty. Having pepper spray be the strongest and only required tool for 95% of the missions. That's funny. Good game to co-op with. Don't know if I'd ever actually co-op with it. If you want to shoot a dude aiming a gun at you and lose points for an unauthorized kill, or get one-shotted instantly with your partner by a gang member who that wasn't looking at you a moment ago. Be shot by a dude who just opened the door. Be one-shotted. Yeah, I mean, Hotline Miami was a little difficult in certain situations where people like off-screen would kill you, but I finished it all in 5 hours. Good, but you need a friend to play with. Yeah, that's what the vibe I'm getting here. Alone, I think, wouldn't be a lot of fun. It probably doesn't have the story like Hotline Miami to really back it up. But I don't know. I'm gonna give this one a meh. Just like a meh. Like maybe it seems fun, but would need co-op. But it's just not for me. No, in the end, I'm gonna give it a thumbs down. I don't think I would end up playing it over anything else that I own. The last game on the list is Evan's Remains. Years after a boy genius named Evan disappears, a bizarre letter arrives. Evan wants a girl named Dices to come find him. As Dices, you'll need to solve an intricate series of puzzles to unravel the entire mystery and bring Evan home. It's nice, brightly colored. Has some like character art to it. Interesting looking platformer. I'm not huge on platformer games. Like, I love the art here, but kind of once it showed the platformer aspect, it made me like it a little bit less. If it was more like a casual story-driven game, potentially. It has 91%. Developers Medan 69. Matthias. It sounds like just like someone's username, not like a company developer. Or why it also has. What is that? Is that one single language? It looks like almost multiple different languages. mystery thriller puzzle adventure. Okay. Logic-based puzzles with narrative inspired by Japanese graphic adventure games. Okay. Every time the player solves from 2 to 3 puzzles, the story goes forward and new mechanics are introduced. So it's figuring out what to do. So you jump around, there's different puzzles. More complex, introducing new mechanics. Evan, a boy genius, is missing. I don't necessarily like the idea of difficult puzzling as being the way to advance the story. I don't know if the story seems compelling enough to me to go through all the hoops at once. Figure out what to do rather than solve the challenges. So it kind of sounds like you'll just repeat things over and over again until you get it right. That's kind of how I'm reading this. But beautiful puzzle platformer. I guess maybe the story is really good. Mystery that as you went around with plot twists, how people positively impact others they meet, facing fears, search for immortality. Positive message about how life is beautiful. That sounds nice. Jumping off platforms make them disappear, and that's the core of the puzzles. Use momentum and variety. The game story, even if you aren't interested in playing the game and only. Okay. Kind of short, heavier on the story side than the puzzle side. Honestly, I like to hear that. Puzzles are too easy. Oh, okay, story's pretty bad. Okay. I think the story's probably good. That sounds like a sweet little story. Not the puzzle. Visual novel with some short side puzzles. Okay, so the puzzles are pretty simple. That makes me feel better, honestly. It'd be nice to see the story. That's a couple hours long, but I don't know. I feel like I have so many of these like kind of small indie games. I'm gonna give this game a meh. Just a meh. It's like good story, but is it worth my couple of hours? I mean, that kind of sounds bad. I'm sorry, Matthias. But I'm just not feeling it for some reason. Yeah. Well, there you go. That's all 8 games. Desperados III, Mass Effect Legendary Edition, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, Dark Pictures Anthology, Red Solstice 2 Survivors, Nebuchadnezzar, Police Stories, and Evan's Remains. Let's see, I have a thumbs up from Desperados, thumbs down from Mass Effect, I already own it, thumbs down on Nickelodeon, thumbs up on Dark Pictures, Man of Medan, thumbs down on Red Solstice, thumbs down on Nebuchadnezzar, thumbs down on Police Story, and meh on Evan's Remains. So that's like a net 3 thumbs down. Yeah. It's not great. Not great. I'm definitely not getting this bundle. Usually there's at least a couple of the indie games that really speak to me and really, really intrigue me, but none of these had that little excitement factor that made me go, whoa, this is like what indie games are about. Super unique. Desperados seems fun, but so I'm not going to buy this bundle. But here's what I will say. If you don't have Mass Effect Legendary Edition, don't care about the other games, this for $12, get it. Get it. I love those games. They are so good. And if I, for whatever reason, didn't pick up Mass Effect Legendary Edition previously, despite me not liking these other games, I would have instantly bought this bundle. I paid full price for Mass Effect Legendary Edition when it first came out. $12 for like my 170 hours of content, and not just filler content. It's 3 full games with 3 full stories. There isn't any grinding. I love it. If you don't have Mass Effect Legendary Edition, get this bundle, and maybe you'll enjoy Desperados, or maybe you like Nickelodeon. Medan seems kind of fun. One of these indie games piques your interest, all the better. But $12, oh my, I think I played Mass Effect 1 and 2. I think Mass Effect 2 came out, and I played 1 and 2. And then Mass Effect 3 came out like 2 or 3 years later. I think I played Mass Effect 1 and 2 again right before playing 3. So it can be fresh. And that was, I don't know, back in whenever it came out, when did these games come out? Mass Effect 1 came out 2007, 2010, 2012. Wow, that was so long ago. So that means, oops. So I played them in 2012. Wow, almost like it would have been like 9 years since when I played it in the summer. In the 9 years, wow, I can't believe I played it when Mass Effect 3 came out. I think I played it, must have been 2012 or 2013. And that game has stuck with me almost more than, or just as much as any other game. I can't believe it's been 9 years. And then I played all 3 again, so that means I've played the first 2 3 times, and the third one twice. How many hours is that? Oh my goodness, that's, well, I guess my hour count is actually drastically inflated because I just sat around recording beautiful scenes for a long time. I would say each game is probably 30 to 50 hours. Mass Effect, 106 hours. Yeah, I would say like 30 to 40 hours probably. That's probably a good actual estimate. Maybe 106, maybe 120. So much content. I absolutely love Mass Effect. Each level or mission, you can bring along your favorite characters and level up characters individually. It's so good. I love it. But I'm not getting this bundle because I already own that. If I didn't, I'd get this bundle no matter any of the other games. All of that, $12. Amazing deal. I still just think about Mass Effect. Such a good game. Anyways, let me know your thoughts on these games if you played any of them. Hopefully at least someone watching this decides to get it for Mass Effect, and I would just love to hear how you are enjoying it. Yeah, well, thank you so much for watching, my friends. Let me know what you think of the soft spoken, as well as the whisper instead of the whispering. Very curious to see what you think. Alright, goodbye, my friends.